When you're sitting at home wanting something to do, let Evansville Podcast find it for you.
Hello!
Wow.
Have you seen that one?
La, la, la.
We were talking about Seinfeld last
Yeah.
show. How are you?
Oh, gosh.
See, we're using things from last episode to further.
I'm calling back.
That's right.
Callbacks. Because this is a very popular
Episode
thing.
2.
Yes.
Week 3.
EVVents.
EVVents.
Yes. Hashtag EVVENTS.
Just like everything else last week, we were canceled.
Yeah. Turns
Slide
out
in.
if we missed it out on that week, you could just wait and use the exact same stuff we talked about and probably would have been rescheduled for the next week.
The whole of Evansville shut down.
I think I want to take a little bit of credit for that for our podcast because it was too much pressure for Evansville, and so they had to shut down.
Yeah, but I think with 2 weeks to prepare, they're ready to go now.
Yeah, I think they get what's going on, and the people demanded we get back. I almost died from sickness, but I'm okay now.
You made it through.
Yeah,
Here you are.
I'm here on the other side.
Pulled through. He's a tough guy.
Yeah.
I noticed no one had the pony down as a.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a special request, but we're going to skip
A lot
that
of
one.
people. The most requested event that we do
Really,
was
I don't know if we're ready for that
the
yet.
pony.
Pony. Look it
You
up
can
for
do
yourself.
your own Googling.
Yeah, do your own
Yeah.
pony searches. Yeah, it's
Wow.
there's let's say a little event happening this week at the pony.
Small.
Some small things going on.
Yeah. Some little things.
All right.
All right. So
Yeah.
So just to give the parameter again, because I think it's important
Yep.
of what we're doing for first time listeners.
Right. We've got your events for this week covered, giving you 21 things to do, starting on Monday, 22nd of January, all the way through Sunday, the 28th of January. And each of us has one event per day that we will give you, and we'll go through each day, tell you our events, and then you get to pick and have fun.
So at the end of the week, you've had 21 options.
21
No
things.
saying there's not anything going on in town.
Right. Yep.
And you'll know we've switched days when you hear the calendar switch.
Right. You have to pull the calendar back. Okay, thank you.
Like that.
Yeah, we go.
That's the
That's the
official
Right.
sound
That's good.
effect. Thank you.
That's good. Yeah, we have it's high cost of production here.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
now can I do my normal little disclaimer?
Sure.
I'm not going to tell you to go to Docs. You're not going to say, stay home and listen to the Evansville podcast. I don't know where you work. I should learn that because we're friends now. But you're not going to say, come do this.
Come become an
We're going to
electrician.
tell you to do other things. Just know we want you to do our stuff all the time.
Right.
Okay, so we're not just pushing ourselves here.
Yeah. Unless there's special circumstances.
Exactly right. Okay, sorry. So who wants to go first? I think
I went first last time, so I'm out. You guys.
Adam goes first.
Okay.
Adam goes
Monday, January 22.
Monday, the 22nd of January, there's a film screening and panel discussion of The Mask You Live In. It's a documentary about manhood and how we arrive at like the state of being a man in our society. It's pretty interesting. When I saw this event, I went and watched the documentary.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's on, I believe, Netflix or one of those
Okay.
streaming services. But there's going to be a screening and panel discussion at Evansville Vandenberg Public Library on
Which
Martin
one?
Luther King
Central?
Drive. The Central Library.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Hosted by Albion Fellows Bacon Center from 2 to 4.
Man.
2 p.m. to 4 p.m. on Monday.
Wow. Panel discussion.
That works out because you can do that and still do mine.
Yep.
How about that?
Awesome. I think you could actually do all three things.
Ooh,
Monday.
have we? That might be. What are we going to call that?
Trifecta.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll work on it. We'll get
Hat
working on a
trick.
better name.
Triple
I'm just
threat.
looking around the room. Maybe we can call it the fat trick.
I don't know.
It was a low blow there.
Hey, I was talking about
husky.
me too. So, God, I didn't mean to. We'll edit that out. Sorry.
Now I'm sad. No, it's fine. No, yeah. Okay, so you want to take
That would be. You could go to EVVents.
3 events. Yes. 3 events.
All right. So,
Hashtag 3 vents.
Wow. Special.
all right. So So what's yours?
Mine is the Dapper Pig Test Kitchen.
Ooh.
So this is all off the menu and is totally created by the chefs that day. And it's stuff that they don't normally do. They're testing out for future menu items. There's no reservations required. Walk-ins welcome. You basically say, hey, here's some money. Bring me something good to eat. And they bring you something amazing that they've been thinking about but isn't necessarily on the menu.
So you don't pick it.
I think they give you kind of options for a couple different
few
things.
things are
But
kicking
there's
around.
a couple things are kicking around. But yeah, it's stuff that you won't see normally.
So is it a set price every week, or is it based on what they're kicking
I think it's
around?
based on what they're cooking. It's not a set price.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think that they have a variety of prices for that night that you can hit.
That's neat.
And then that's just like normal, like right after. I think it's like right after 5.
That's the
so-
entire time they're open.
Yep. And they're not normal. They weren't normally open on Mondays, and so that's why they're doing this test kitchen thing. So
And this is one of those things I would love to do, but my Mondays are locked up with school. So
So we got to do it for you.
you got to do it for me and let me know how
Yep.
it
Alright.
goes.
take pictures.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Smell-o-vision.
It's sad.
Let you know.
That's why you picked a Monday day. That's a Monday day event.
Yeah, because class didn't
I
start
get
till
it.
5.
I get it.
There you go.
So I went with Monday at the Victory Theater, free event, and these speaker sessions they have there. They've had some celebration of diversity things. I don't know if this is that group. I think this is actually done by the
Temple
Temple.
Abeth Benai.
Yeah, I think that they're the ones putting it on. But anyway, an evening with Christian Picciolini. You got to say it extra Italian when
It's
you
good
say it.
pronunciation there.
Former white supremacist guy, I guess who's now sort of an activist the other direction. Kind of speaking about his life and how he got to where he's at and where he's going now. And these things are always great, and they're free to the public, and they're awesome. So Victory Monday night, 7 p.m. So you could already have eaten. You could already have been to the library to learn about how to become a man or how we became a man, or I don't know. And then you can learn about what happens after you've been a bad man
Yes.
and now become a good man. And kind of, it's a whole day right there.
That's a big day.
But yeah, this guy's been on he's like national news. He's been on 60 Minutes. He's been on some talk shows. He's legit. So Monday, the 22nd, 7 p.m. Christian Picciolini.
All right, on Tuesday, we're going to Willard Library for the Forgotten Bones Abandoned Cemeteries of Evansville presentation by Dennis Au.
Okay, wait a second.
Yes.
Are you going to go on about what that means?
Yeah, there's.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Apparently there are at least 7 abandoned cemeteries in the city of Evansville.
Really?
Yeah.
I know there's the one downtown that they found that's like under a block, like not far from here.
Yeah.
Huh?
Right. So Dennis Au, he's a professional historian. He used to work for the historic districts, whatever that was called, the historic society. The people that tell me I can't do things to my house. But he's retired. Yeah, there you go. Preservation. Thank you. He retired recently from that, but he is a fountain of amazing history of Evansville, and he is going to lead this presentation. I've heard him speak on other topics like the flood and the Alhambra Theater, and it's great to go listen to him. So
I went on a walking tour of the Greyhound station with him before it was renovated. It was really neat.
Wow. So
Really?
So yeah, Tuesday night. Yeah, it's at
And who is this
6:30.
guy?
Dennis Au, AW is Au, or AU is Au. Sorry. Yeah, he's instrumental in finding out. The Peters Margaret House that's on UE's campus, the tiny house that they have.
Okay.
He was instrumental in figuring out that was had national significance and all that. So Yeah, he's
Holy cow.
he's a good dude. So
Kind of a big deal.
he is kind of a big deal.
Forgotten Bones.
Yep. Forgotten Bones.
How many did you say there are?
No fewer than 7.
So 8.
There could be more.
It's fine. It's 8. Spoiler alert.
I guess if we don't know where they're at, it's hard to cap it. That's good.
And there was one by the old state hospital when they put that overpass in over the Lloyd. They found some stuff there.
Oh, where they had buried maybe old patients kind of thing?
Possibly. I don't remember the outcome of that, but yeah.
Wow.
They said the earliest of the cemeteries dates back to the establishment of our community. So it goes back a ways.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Wow.
So there you go.
You know what? I at a conflicting time, I have people going to a different library.
Hey.
Central Library.
Yep.
Their second appearance so far this week. They're the new Boca Lounge. A lot of people are saying that in town.
Right.
Now I think this is neat, and I'd like to do this in theory, like once a month. So they're doing and it's for adults. And most of the stuff they do there is for kids, but this is for adults. A true crime book discussion. It's basically a book club, but it's true crime books because everybody's sort of into that world.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, I definitely am.
And because 2 weeks ago we brought it up, the book they're doing this month, so you should have already read it because you've had 2 weeks. Soul Survivor by Holly Dunn Middleton. So that's the book they're talking about, 6 p.m. on Tuesday. They've already said February book's going to be In Cold Blood, Truman Capote. So most people have either seen that movie and know that story-ish, or they've read that book. But yeah, so in theory, I guess they're doing this every month, a true crime book, and then you read it and you talk about it, and it's neat. If there's, it's one thing to read a fiction book and then everybody get together and talk about it. True crime books is kind of neat.
Sure, yeah.
It's things we talk about anyway. So yeah, this is really cool. 6 p.m. Central Library. I hate that it's going up against Forgotten Bones. My goodness.
Hey,
We're
a big boy city.
This never used to be a competition.
This is not,
but somehow I think this is a knockout drag-out.
Yeah, man. We come to play tonight.
Yeah, we can't wait to hear what you have.
We got Boca Lounge, Sip, Socialize, and Shop.
Mike Millar.
Yeah, it's a free event. It's a networking, socializing event. They're going to have drink specials, and a local musician, Debbie Shooter, I think is how you pronounce her name.
It is now.
It is now, yes. We've called it.
I don't have anything.
Networking.
Yeah.
And that what time is it?
I believe it said it's 5:30.
Yeah, 5:30 to 8 or something like that.
Oh, so it's
or probably as long as you want to.
You don't have to. I got you.
Yeah.
But they'll have vendors and door prizes, so you can win some stuff.
Cool.
Yeah.
Boca does well on the show.
Yeah, spoiler alert, Boca's going to do well this week.
Oh, man, again. We are not getting paid by Boca near enough.
No. No, we're not. But yeah, whatever.
This is me, Wednesday.
Yeah.
Wednesday, the 24th of January. Everything I gave you this week is free. Every single thing that I say for you to do is totally free. Outside of if you buy drinks or food or whatever. But this is one you got to actually... Well, I guess technically you're buying your food, but this is a little expensive. But every now and then we like to get dolled up and go do something fancy. And the food there is good, so I'm going to give it to you right now. $70. It's a lot. I know.
Dang.
I'm so sorry. But CKB in Henderson, Commonwealth Kitchen and Bar, Jason Munoz. They're doing their 5-course dinner, and they pair wines with it. 6 p.m. You can go online and see the menu. It's unbelievable, and they have wines that match each dish. So you get 5 courses. You get wine to go with each course. Like I said, 5 courses. It's $70 a person, but it's if you haven't been to CKB,
That's
this
worth
is just
the money.
kind of my way of saying go there at some point. You don't have to do this event if it's out of your price range, but go at some point. It's really good. He does good work over there. And we got to cross that money-saving bridge every now and then.
Yeah.
And go do some Henderson-type things. It's right. It's basically our community, and people treat it like it's Guam. It's awesome. Anyway, so the 5-course wine dinner, $70. Jason Munoz, 6 p.m.
All right, and then you said 6 p.m. So
Yeah.
after you've eaten, and you come back across the money-saving bridge.
It'd be the money-wasting bridge. That
money waste.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a waste
when you come back.
Oh, when you come back,
There's money-saving bridge
Yes.
here. Money
going
Wasting
backwards.
Bridge on the way across. Yeah.
All right, so you cross the Money Wasting Bridge, and you're back in Evansville. Head over to Stat Gallery. They're having Evansville Speaks, which is a group of local people that get together and like to tell stories, true stories. They're trying to revive have a monthly event, and this is the first one of this year. They took a couple months off. They had one September and October, and they were both pretty interesting. So this one, the theme is reinvention. So the idea is people can come there and tell some story that has to be true, and it follows. If you ever heard of the Moth Project, you can look up themoth.org and get some better ideas. But this is a free event at Stat Gallery.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been to those. The Evansville Speaks. It's good.
Yeah. And the stories are 5 minutes, so they're quick little true stories from people you may not have ever met or known that there's these interesting people in Evansville.
Yeah. There's some really good storytellers.
Yeah.
Like at the one at I didn't go to the October one, but the September one, there was some really good talks there. So, yeah, I like that one. Cool. And mine doesn't clash with any of your times either.
Oh.
Mine is at noon on Wednesday at the Arts Council of Southwestern Indiana, and it is a brown bag performance where you bring your own lunch and you sit there for free and listen to the Harlexton Quintet perform for an hour. The Harlexton Quintet, this is a callback to the last episode, I believe, has a bassoon.
Oh.
Yes, as one of the quintets. So
A bassoon.
I believe. Yeah, I looked up them on YouTube, and they were there was a bassoon at that time. So hopefully,
And that's on Main Street.
Yes, Main Street,
Innovation Point.
and that is a great place to hear music. The acoustics in the Arts Council there at the Bowers or Heinrich room, very good. So it's a good place to listen to some music.
Again, disclaimer, we are not in any way, shape, or form compensated by Boca or
Believe us.
anyone
We
associated
still
with
have to pay a
Boca.
cover to get in.
Yeah, I still have to pay
Spoiler
cover.
alert on that.
Oh?
Well, somebody got a VIP card.
I got one too.
I don't have one.
Well, you can work on that because clearly you need one.
So Boca, 8 to 10 comedy night. Sam Talent, he's been on Comedy Central and the Vice Channel, and I looked up some of his stuff on YouTube, and he's a pretty funny guy.
Boca Comedy Nights are good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they bring in some
They are
talent
good.
Shane Moss, he was awesome.
I can't think of the one I really liked, but he was another Comedy Central guy, and he was amazing.
Dave Hill.
Yeah. God. It's good. They do a good job. Rachel?
Yep, she's
Rachel
hosting.
Goldman?
Rachel
She's still doing it? Good.
Yep.
Yeah, they are
She's
awesome.
making moves too.
Yeah.
Good for those people, because that's fun.
Yep.
And what time is it?
That's
How
from
much,
8 to
how
10.
much this time?
I didn't catch the.
I think it's $5.
$5. Yeah, that's usually what it
The
is.
good news is, even as smug as we just sounded, even on comedy nights, our VIP pass does not work.
No, it does not.
So you have to pay.
Right.
So yeah, so
there are
the joke's
special
actually
times.
on
We know
us.
that, yeah. Special circumstances on those. I have the 6 p.m. slot at Pangea.
Oh.
There is a Learn More About E is for Everyone event.
Oh.
So you show up, you have questions about this whole E is for Everyone thing. What's it all about? Need to know some more info. If you want to get involved, or if you don't want to get involved and you just want to complain about it, they're open for that too. Make some bad jokes like I did. It's a whole thing. But yeah, that'll be there. Talking at and excuse to go to Pangea. So
Yeah,
There's
Pangea
that.
is awesome.
but yeah, 6 p.m. Thursday. E is for Everyone.
Yeah, because he is for everyone's everywhere.
It is.
They're pushing
And it's
that
not
everywhere.
going away
So you might as
anytime
well
soon. So you
learn
might
what it's about instead
might
of
as
just.
well sit back and enjoy.
If you're going to hashtag it, you might as well know what you're doing.
Right.
And these are fun events to kind of get some background on how the whole thing started, because I think there's some misunderstandings on the whole ES
There
for
is.
everyone.
And I think I've been to a few of them, and each time they've got a better handle on what people want to hear, so they've got a better way to present that information.
Yeah, Ross and Mary have it buttoned up.
and then usually there's somebody else like Matt Wagner or someone else from that.
Is it Alex Schmidt?
Oh yeah, Alex Schmidt, the big tall guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they give
Big
out a lot of
tall
swag. I have I got an Arctic cup. I've got shirts.
I got the
I'm
hat.
waiting on my hat.
Man, the hat's
I don't
the
have
best.
a hat.
The hat's better than the shirt.
Mary Allen promised me a hat, and I have yet to
You haven't
see
got
it.
a hat yet?
No.
You know how
I
she
hate to
is.
brag,
I know.
but I got one of those Evansville Regional Airport EVV
Oh,
hats
see, that's the one I want.
Oh, I
right
saw
there.
Big Swan had one of those too, didn't he?
Yeah, where did
Yeah.
you get those?
at the airport.
I'm not going there.
To go there?
Yeah, well, yeah, you got to go to the airport. All right, Thursday for me. We hit on trivia last week, and I, as a trivia person, I don't mind hitting on some of the other people doing trivia in town. Brew House, Evansville Brew House, Haney's Corner, 6:30 p.m. This is a good time to get food from one of the local areas. Take it to the brew house with you, do trivia. Bryce Taylor, who runs it, learned every single thing that he knows about running trivia from me. So I can confirm it's good. He also will be, he's an avid listener of this, which makes it doubly impressive
Awesome.
Yeah.
for us to give him a little love. So
Right.
he does a good job. They were packed last week to the point of standing room only. So get there early. Go ahead and call your sauce in about 5:30.
Yep.
Get it. I think they even deliver. Sauce delivers over there. They'll walk it over.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, Brew House Trivia is free, and you might win free beer. And if you haven't been to the Brew House, it's cool. Go to it.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Local brewery,
Love the brew house.
little nano brewery. Go to it.
Yep.
Thursday over?
Thursday's done.
Not that bad.
Friday, so 7:30 p.m. at the Evansville Civic Theater. We got Carrie the musical. This will be the second weekend that it'll be open. So if you haven't seen it by Friday, go check it out and get some blood on you. And yeah,
Pigs.
They're all going to laugh at you.
It's like sugar. What is it? Like, what is it actually? It's not actual blood.
it's ketchup.
Is that what it
I have
was?
no idea.
They talk about it in the movie Scream. That's the only reason I
Yeah.
know.
Oh yeah.
But now, as I understand, so it's Carrie,
Yes.
The musical.
but it's a musical.
It's a musical.
So it has to be funny.
I
A
would.
little
yeah.
bit, right?
They usually do funny.
Because
They
if
add a
you're
little funny.
for something to be this sort of horror serious, for them to then break into song, has to be funny.
Right.
And
I'm
they-
intrigued.
Yeah.
And just from a personal standpoint, I hope every single Civic Theater thing is always on the show because they're amazing. They do so good. Local acting is unbelievable. They do a great job. So I'm actually, this is neat to me because I've never seen the movie Carrie. I know nothing about it other than the prom scene,
Right.
that everybody's mocked forever. But
Sure. Yeah.
I'm kind of excited. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean
No,
to get
you're
off
good.
on a little
You're
tangent there. I got a little excited.
Yeah.
Is this Friday? Are we on Friday?
It's
Friday.
Friday.
January 26th.
I'm sending everybody out to a little patch of paradise called Daylight, Indiana.
Whoa.
Frontier Tavern, they do it annually, has their winter luau. So you're tired of the cold, guess what? Put your grass skirt on,
Your coconut bra.
Crocs if you're me, flip-flops if you're everybody else.
Hey, I rock
Get out
Crocs.
there, have some fun. Friday night, always out there is karaoke with BK, the BK Experience, which is Billy Cothe. He's awesome. He's the best karaoke guy in town. So it's always fun. There'll be a lot of people out there. This is also a good chance for me to mention that every Saturday morning they have the absolute unbelievable, most best Bloody Mary bar in town. If you haven't seen how extensive it is, all the different options, ingredients you have, Frontier Tavern's awesome. But anyway, yeah, the winter luau is always fun. So head out north, get out on the north side a little bit. The roads will be good. It's going to be warm, actually, oddly enough, I think. I don't know. It is this Friday, so I'm assuming it's going to be next Friday. Anyway, that's what I got.
Okay, Friday. This isn't necessarily a date-specific event, but go bowling.
Just go bowling.
Just go bowling.
Any house.
Any Arc, Willow. Wait, Willow's Which one?
Willow does not
Meadow's
exist.
the one that doesn't exist.
Meadow and Willow both don't exist.
Right.
Okay.
You got Franklin, Diamond, Ark, and River City.
Okay. So
Or
hit
Echo if you're listening in Henderson. Echo
Or
Lanes.
Gibson if you're in Princeton.
Or Roscottom if you're over in Southern Illinois.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, just go bowling. I've recently
Go bowling.
rediscovered how fun it is to go bowling. I'm on a bowling league on Sundays, and yeah, it's fun.
Where do you bowl?
Franklin.
Fun.
Yeah.
Bar at Franklin School.
Yeah.
It's a good bowling lane. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I like bowling. Bowling's always fun.
Nice.
Go bowling.
Go bowling.
Every bowling alley, except for Ark, there's a local owner. Some guy who's local owns it. So you think bowling, you don't think shop local like everybody else does, but bowling is totally local.
Yeah.
There's a locally owned bar in a locally owned place. Go to it. It's awesome. You're exactly right.
And lots of Big Lebowski references.
That's right. Get a White Russian.
Get a Caucasian.
Throwing rocks tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Is that the end of Friday?
Think so.
Saturday, 1 o'clock, Ford Center. This is not your normal UE go support them because you should game. This is even bigger. So UE on Saturday is retiring the jerseys of 8, probably guys who probably should have already had their jerseys retired, to be honest with you. But anyway, so it's at 1 o'clock game, halftime, they're doing the 8 guys: Hugh Allering, Brad Leaf, Marty Simmons, Scott Schreffler, Andy Elkins, Marcus Wilson, A-Rad McCutcheon, Jim Cruz. And then there's a little, you don't have to go to the reception afterwards. That's for the high donor people. But just go to the game, clap for these people,
Yep.
see some of the kids you remember when you were a child, all that stuff. It's going to be awesome. Plus, they're having a regular basketball game. They play Drake. It's winnable, so go to it.
So when they retire a jersey, does that mean no one will have that number?
College sports are a little different than professional sports. So when they retire a jersey, really it's just a way of honoring that person.
Okay.
In basketball, in college basketball, you can't use a number higher than 5. So like 6, 7, 8, 9 are not on basketball jerseys. So if you start retiring 44, you're reducing like. So there'd be now 13 guys retired for UE. If you got rid of every number, you're limiting the amount of number options that you have.
That's why I was wondering.
Yeah. So really, it's just putting these guys' names in the rafters. It's less about the number never being used again.
Okay.
But great question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Saturday, January 27th, from 2 to 4 p.m. at Barnes & Noble is the hometown book launch of Soul Survivor with Holly Dunn Pendleton.
And you can have. It's funny because I have already told them that they should have had it fully read 3 days earlier.
Well, now that you've read it, discussed it with your peers in
Now
the
you
community,
gotta own it.
you own it already, hopefully.
Yeah.
Now go to Barnes & Noble and meet the person you've talked about, discussed, read about,
Have her sign
probably shed some tears over.
Yeah, give her a hug and have her sign it.
Give her a hug, tell her you love her, and have her sign the book.
This is Holly Dunn Pendleton might be beating Mike Millard.
Maybe.
She's the Boca of this week.
Speaking of Boca, at 9 p.m., which is really probably more like 10 p.m., Boca Lounge, Jenny's Bad Hair Day.
Those are your favorite.
Oh my gosh, they're so good.
You love Jenny's Bad Hair Day.
Love Jenny's Bad Hair Day. I will, anytime those guys are in the hood, I'm there. So
Yeah, you love them.
they're a good time.
Jenny's Bad Hair Day, though. Yeah, they're always fun. We may have to have an automatic no Boca break next week.
Look, they're the ones bringing the good
They're
stuff.
having stuff.
Yeah, they do good stuff.
They're raising the bar for Evansville entertainment.
Yeah,
EVVents.
they're doing a good job of at least having stuff for us to find.
Yeah.
So that means if you're out there saying, "Hey, we're having events," do a better job of us being able to find it, because this was not the easiest week for us to find stuff. Now we did, because there's so much to do in Evansville. But yeah, go put your stuff out there, people. Anyway, are we on Sunday?
Yes,
Sorry, I
we're-
yelled at
we're-
everyone. That was awkward, but I yelled at everybody just now.
Sunday, January 28th at PG from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. They have a series called Slant where they have local writers read some of their material. This This time it's with Mallory Rodenberg, and she's got a work coming up called Measure. She's a local writer, and she's involved with the Sierra Club and some other local things.
Do we know what Measure's about?
No, we don't. We a little bit of limited information on this one, but PG always has some interesting entertainment options, and I went to another slant. It was more of a poetry reading, so I don't know if this is along the same lines.
Like slam poetry?
No, it wasn't really slam poetry.
I really want to go see some slam poetry
Hey,
one time.
you have an event, or you have a place to do events. You should
Yeah.
slam poetry at Doc's.
Yeah, no, slam poetry. That's got to be. But no, so Mallory Rodenberg, Sunday, I have a really simple thing. This is a fun thing. 2:30 p.m., Indiana basketball plays Purdue. It's a big rivalry.
Yeah.
And Jimtown Bar, if you haven't been, Marty's Jimtown Bar, right in the heart of Jimtown, is the coolest place to watch an IU basketball game. The owner is retiring in May. So this is like potentially the last year to ever go watch one there. So if you haven't done it, you're an IU fan, you got to do it once. Cash only, beer and wine only. Usually a big game, there's some food that's there. Not sure what it'll be. But give yourself a chance, if you're an IU fan, obviously, to go just look at all the cool stuff they got going on there and watch a game there. It's going to be annoying when there's some cowbells if you're not an IU fan and whatnot. But yeah, no, it's really cool. And they play Purdue, so Purdue's really good.
Really good.
They're like national championship good.
Right.
So go watch IU play them on a Sunday. Jimtown's not normally open on Sunday, so they usually did big. So anyway, that's what I have for Sunday. Go see Marlon before he retires.
Nice.
Yep.
Mine is that night at the Ford Center, 7 p.m. Mr. Kevin Hart is in town.
That's the most expensive thing we've had on the podcast yet.
Oh, yeah. It's way more than the
CKB.
the CKB event you have.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Don't want to know how much they are, but
You don't know?
no, I don't. I'm sure
Can I tell you?
I'm sure it's at least $250.
I think it's a little less than that.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's like 175.
No, still.
But no, Kevin Hart's funny. You like Kevin Hart?
Kevin Hart's funny. Yeah, I do like Kevin Hart.
I just got on here. I'm going to get 2 tickets. I'm going to see tickets. Let's see. Oh. Right now, there's some $55 ones available in the
okay.
upper bowl.
Oh, there you
and it's
go.
a comedian.
Yeah,
Why do
so
you got to
don't
be
need
close?
to-
You just got to hear the jokes.
Right. He's calling this the Irresponsible Tour, and so he's in town. And
$75 in the lower bowl.
there you go. Come see
Yeah.
Kevin Hart. He tells good stories, and yeah,
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart.
I always like Jay Farrow's impressions of Kevin Hart.
Yeah,
They're good. Look those up.
I'm a big fan of whenever The Rock makes fun of him. So
That's good too.
yeah,
So look at that. There's another week in the books of stuff to do. And hopefully the weather cooperates so that you can do all these things.
it looks like it will, unless you don't like rain.
Yeah, this time we got rain, but that's actually going to be good because
Yeah.
it's going to wash away some of this garbage from the last week.
And maybe they'll reopen the schools.
Maybe.
Yeah, they have not had school in a while.
I think they've given up school this year.
All right, good work. Let's do it again. Let's do it again next week.
Let's hope so.
Anything else? I think, should we have them like comment their favorite person each week who had the coolest things?
We'll make it a competition.
Yeah. Whoever had the coolest things, just comment in the little drop down box. below.
Hashtag Cory, hashtag Adam, hashtag Jason.
That's right. Those are our names.
Oh, okay.
Behind the hashtag.
Gotcha.
All right. Sleep tight.
Get out of my house. Good job, everybody.